a very special guest today. It's my pleasure to welcome Shruti Pathak.
Thank you.
Hi, Shruti.
Such a pleasure. I've learned a lot from Salim Merchant. I wouldn't have known this texture that I possessed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting with my harmonium. यहाँ पे phone है, यहाँ पे laptop है. Suddenly I see a pop-up on my phone and it says A.R. and I'm reading the message and he was watching me live.
Wow.
And he texted me saying beautiful singing. Suddenly I get a call and they're like, remember you sung that song? Just letting you know that the song is approved in your voice and all. And I was like, okay, great. When can I come and sing it? And they were like, no, why sing it? Like मैंने ऐसे ही एक बारी में ही गा लिया था. And they were like, no, we love the way you are sounding and we are not changing it.
पहले तो रहमान सर वाला वो moment
Yes.
वो हो गया. Now you've done this song which is like a cult hit back then, and you would have been thinking कि my time has come.
I was not in the space mentally to receive the song. I was not even around actually.
Why were you not around?
I was not around because
You just spoke about it.
yes.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Unmixed, where we take you on a conversational journey with the artists whose music you've loved and you lived with. We have a very special guest today. She grew up in a city in Gujarat and moved to Bombay, now Mumbai, of course. But beyond that, she loves traveling. And while we were talking to her just before we began filming, she said she's visited more than 100 countries in the world. It's my pleasure to welcome Shruti Pathak on the show.
Thank you.
Hi,
Thank
Shruti.
you. Such a pleasure being here.
Thank you for coming.
Most welcome.
So, besides traveling, what's keeping you busy these days?
Of course, working on my music. I think that it kind of started around the lockdown time when I started also exploring composing music. So that keeps me busy nowadays. So whenever I'm not traveling for gigs or when I'm not traveling for my, wanderlust, is when I make music. So.
And what's the most recent place you traveled to?
The most recent place, I actually visited a friend's hometown, Jamshedpur. And yeah, we were there like for a couple of days just doing the local things. So I love to explore the local
Sure.
cultures and the cuisines, and I'm a big time foodie.
You're a foodie.
So yes, so it's fun doing those things while traveling.
Amazing. You are a master's in psychology.
Yes.
So
Not many people are usually aware of it, but
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are on record saying that if you weren't a musician, singer, you would have actually pursued a career in psychology.
so when I grew up, I was very clear that this is what I want to do. Music is all I wanted to do. But I belong to a family of teachers and professors. So हमारे घर में सब लोग education को बहुत ज़्यादा importance देते हैं. So while growing up, I knew that music is all I wanted to do. But by the time I was in college, due to that entire culture of, education being so important, I took up psychology because I thought arts लूंगी तो मुझे शायद पढ़ाई ज़्यादा नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. But when I actually started studying psychology, it kind of, really,
Pulled you
it really pulled me in. And that's when I decided to pursue, masters. And once I was doing that, then there was actually not looking back. And so it was always in my, back of my head that, okay, if not music, then this is something that I could definitely
But क्योंकि आपने कहा कि you found it fascinating.
do. Yeah.
Did that वो जो education आपको मिला उससे आप assess कर पाते हो लोगों की psychology?
Assess से ज़्यादा, I think I've become way more observant.
Yeah.
So when I meet somebody, I'm observing not just their body language, but also the way they talk and their, their mannerisms and their.
हम लोग ठीक है ना?
ठीक सब लोग हैं, और so whenever you talk about this, सब लोग, what do you think about me?
Correct.
Like I don't
ऐसा
really,
नहीं यार.
हाँ, ऐसा
You're
होता
not
नहीं
a
है.
face reader.
Yeah, I'm not a face reader or like a palm reader or something. So I don't predict things. But obviously, like your natural way of thinking is you're observing everything.
Yeah.
Be it even if I'm driving in my car, like I'm observing people on the road or constantly observing things. So I think that's
Behaviorally.
something your perception kind of changes with that kind of background.
It's interesting. I want to tell you something because you mentioned psychology. My son just entered college.
Oh wow.
So he's at RIA
Okay.
and he's pursuing psychology.
Oh nice.
And now because he's doing it, my daughter, who's younger to him, she's still in school.
Okay.
She said, Papa, I will also do psychology. So I said, why? वो उसकी पूछ है. So
That happens, yeah, with siblings.
तो मे बी उसने उसको कहा होगा कि क्योंकि हमारे फैमिली में लाइक हम वेरी bad with anything to do with numbers.
Okay.
So like with great difficulty, I passed out of commerce, BCom.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do it. But back then it was, to take up humanities or arts as they call it, was taboo. I'm talking 30 years back.
I'm sure. Yeah,
you guys don't do arts and,
Yeah.
So the intellectual kinds would do science and then engineering, medicine, whatever they wanted to.
Right.
And the really, those fascinated by language and history, they would do
They
arts.
would do arts, yeah. And the
guys
rest would go for commerce.
Because there's nothing else.
Yeah.
So इसने humanities लिया. So he's apparently told my daughter that इसमें ज़्यादा maths का लफड़ा नहीं है.
Yeah.
So both of them want to pursue psychology.
I think it's a very interesting subject. And nowadays, of course, in last couple of years, a lot of people are getting aware of mental health issues, and I mean not just it being an issue, but also the fact that people have started addressing
talking about
it,
without
which
feeling
is exactly, it's a very important one. पहले ये होता था कि like the moment you say that you're visiting a therapist, people will be like मैं पागल थोड़ी ना जाऊंगा. But it's not about that. It's about talking. It's about being able to express yourself, which is equally important. तो अब जाके obviously people are looking at it differently, which is very very important. But at the same time, पहले नहीं था. तो it's really amazing that things are changing. Tables are turning. And in fact, I wanted to study criminal psychology in my master's, but I also applied for the criminal psychology. And when I went for the exams a couple of months before my final exams, I got to know that they refused me the subject because I was the only student in the entire state who had opted for criminal psychology. So they said आपके अकेले के लिए पूरा क्वेश्चन पेपर बनने नहीं वाला है, तो आप सब्जेक्ट चेंज कीजिए. तो that's how I happened to do clinical.
Sorry, so this was in Ahmedabad?
This was in Ahmedabad, yeah. So the entire state of Gujarat did not have a single student who wanted to pursue criminal psychology, and I was somehow very very fascinated with the subject. But yeah, I couldn't do that, and that's why I ended up doing clinical psychology.
So I want to ask you something really personal.
Sure.
And because you mentioned mental health and the kind of pressures that जैसे पहले क्या होता था, लोग पढ़ाई करते थे, एक नौकरी होती थी, family, simple life. Now everything takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
Everything, because this is the age of social media.
Of course.
तो 2 comment भी अगर गलत पढ़ लिया,
it affects you.
It
of
affects
course,
you.
It does affect you.
I want to ask you from your experience, and we've had many guests like you, who have come from outside Mumbai. And I mean, kudos to them for having taken the bold step.
Sure.
And their parents and their families to have supported that decision. But it's not easy. because you know you come in this. I mean, I went through it myself because interestingly, my schooling was in Gujarat.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, तो मैंने गुजराती लगता वाचता बोलता आवड़े છે.
Oh my God, this is revelation.
Yeah. So I spent my entire childhood in Gujarat in a place called
Oh.
Bharuch,
Oh yeah, of course I know.
Ankleshwar in Bharuch.
Nice.
Asia's most, I must say, this, Asia's most industrialized and polluted town. Ankleshwar.
Ankleshwar, yeah, of course, like full of factories and
So yeah, so my
Yeah.
entire school life was there.
nice.
And then I came to Mumbai for college. And then, of course, I've been here. So this was 1991 when I moved here.
Okay.
But for the first couple of years, I found myself lost because, you know, I come from a small town and a big city. And, you know, one is always in a smaller town. I mean, like, I was a hero in my school and everything. And here, nobody cared. Right? So,
Well,
Wait.
that's
did you ever face those moments? I'm not saying they may have been necessarily, you know, categorized as mental health issue, but sometimes you feel like, what the hell am I doing here? You know, I might as well go back, you know.
Yeah.
How did you cope with that? And did you ever?
I think that happens to best of us and most of
True,
us.
True.
Because not everybody is born and raised here in Bombay, you know, and people come here, and Bombay is known to be a place which is so accepting to, you know, everyone who enters this city.
Correct.
You know, if you have the will, this city has a lot to offer to you.
Sure.
You know, so a lot of people come here, and you know, especially in the initial phase, because for someone who's coming from a small town, this place can be a little scandalizing, a little,
Very true.
you know, it's new.
Very true.
You know, you have not grown up in an atmosphere like this or a society like this. You know,
True.
it's very different to come from a different city and adjust in a city like Bombay. You know, it's fast paced. It's got its own quirks. It's got a different style of
Correct.
how things function here. The lifestyle is very, very different. So
And there's this pressure
pressure of making it.
and also to sustain your financial monthly.
Absolutely.
outgoings.
Finances, even your societal expectations, it's very different, you know. Like growing up in a city like Ahmedabad, you have like a few friends and वहाँ पे ना आपको night life होती है ना आपको day life होती है for that matter, you know.
अभी भी ऐसा है क्या?
Of course, you know, वहाँ पे अगर आपको जाना है तो आप रात में ज्यादा से ज्यादा street food.
Low I've seen, you know, people
That's all.
parked and eating.
Yeah, रात को 1-2 बजे भी आपको खाना मिल जाएगा, but then उसके अलावा there is nothing else to do, you know.
Right.
So when you come here and there's so much happening,
True.
you know, the
It can get
friendships are very
intimidating,
different, the people are very different, the like, you know, the cultural part is very, very different.
Correct.
You know, so to
और खुदा ना
adjust.
खास्ता आपको अगर पहले ही इंस्टेंस में कोई गलत लोग मिल गए,
Absolutely. And that happens to a lot of
it's a
people as well.
disaster.
That happens to a lot of people. And that too, उस पे depend करता है आप कौन से age में आप यहाँ पे आए हो. You know, there are certain parts of your life which are very influential phases, you know. Especially जब आप छोटे city से आते हो और यहाँ पे, you know, everything is larger than life, things that you are not very aware of, things you've not come across before in your life.
Correct.
And it can be intimidating, it can be overwhelming, it can be attractive, it can be many things.
You said the
know?
right thing because I'll tell you something. You know, ये कोई भी व्यक्ति हो, whoever the
Right.
person is, and they've not seen. Sometimes it also happens that they end up thinking that this may be the right approach.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. जैसे आपको भी आते होंगे, मुझे almost on a daily basis I get messages or WhatsApps or
course.
emails saying, you know, I'm an artist, I'm a singer,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We say, okay, send your stuff and all that. But you see, sometimes, and I'm saying this with a very clean
Sure.
heart,
Of course.
sometimes I feel really sad because the person is telling me, let's meet for a coffee. Now, it is not necessary, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it could be genuine. And I'm like, we will, you know, you first achieve whatever you want to achieve. So I try to put it in that way that, you know,
Right.
we will celebrate it. They say, no, there are some who will say, let's go out. But I'm thinking, poor things, maybe they don't know. They think this is how it is.
Yeah, they don't know any better. Also, what happens is there's some kind of generalization when it comes to certain things, and not just from the people who are trying to make their way into the industry or a society like this, but also people who are welcoming or the decision makers in of sorts. I think it works both ways.
Yeah, it was.
एक generalization आ जाती है कि okay, if there are 5 people who look at a shorter route to get where they want to get, then they are just generalize that whoever
Correct.
is coming into the city or wanting to be a part of this industry is okay with this, So generalization bhi hai. Also, it's very intimidating to, try to make your path when you don't belong here.
Yeah. That's what exactly, when you don't have a godfather.
Yeah, you don't have a godfather. You don't have someone to show you the right direction.
Correct.
So then it's very easy to get lost. But I think what helps you in a time like this is the belief that, if you really believe in yourself, if you really believe in your craft, then I think that, eventually you will get there, even if it takes longer. And,
So you're saying believe in yourself and have patience.
Have patience. I think patience is, and not just this industry, I think
true.
किसी भी industry में, patience is the key. You can't expect कि अच्छा मैं आज बॉम्बे आई हूँ और कल चीजें आया हूँ. Yeah, absolutely. For anybody.
So, but Shruti, I want to take you back in memory lane.
Sure.
When you came here, there wasn't, the internet was there, but this whole social media boom wasn't there.
Oh, yes.
Correct. I just want, so that if there are youngsters watching this, because there's so much talent today.
Of course.
Right, across the country.
Of course.
And even globally, we keep getting, all these reality shows have been worldwide.
Right.
Just so that it provides some kind of inspiration for anybody who may be watching you. And I'm sure there are hundreds and thousands of people who look up to you as an artist for what you achieve. How was it? Because aajkal to ye WhatsApp or Instagram.
WhatsApp, YouTube.
But back then you must have carried CDs.
Yes.
So just want to understand from you, what was that journey? So you landed in Bombay.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be a singer. What next?
So now when we talk about it, we are that generation.
Right.
Who have been a part of the cassette era.
Correct.
Who have been a part of that iPod era.
Yeah, correct.
Or for that matter, CDs and Walkman.
Napster,
and
MP3s
whatnot,
and
right?
all the piracy.
Yeah, absolutely. And तब हम demo बनाते थे of, different genre के गाने, like one.
So, आप covers गाते थे?
Covers, yes,
Right.
of course. That we did not have access to creating our own music.
Correct.
Or for that matter, going to a studio and recording our own music and then, putting it out on YouTube. Like
Sure.
now,
Sure, of course.
anybody sitting in any part of
world.
the country can create their own cover or original music and just drum it on a guitar and sing it and just put it on YouTube, and it can go viral directly, or you can be spotted, or there's so many
Correct.
possibilities.
Absolutely.
Jo tab nahi the, that time if you wanted to pursue music, if you wanted to become a singer, you had to come to Bombay, you had to make your demos, meet people, because how else were you going to meet people?
Right. So I'm going to pause you there.
Sure.
So आपने अपने family को कहा कि I am now headed to Bombay. Obviously, they must have blessed you, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And they said जाओ. But was there any कि बेटा एक साल देखना, कुछ नहीं आता वापस आ जाना, ऐसा कुछ था?
So I'll tell you what, I actually have music in my life because of my father.
Right.
He was an ardent music lover, and bachpan se he would make me listen to, ghazals and classical music and old film songs se leke everything. So
Amazing.
my learning Actually, of course, I learned classical music. I had my Guruji in Ahmedabad, but my music learning process started at home.
Right.
You know, so घर में वो माहौल होता था music का. And जबकि he was not a singer or professionally या कभी उन्होंने सीखा भी नहीं था. But he was just a music lover.
Right.
तो घर में वो माहौल पहले से था. And so he was the one who actually had this dream for me कि Shruti has a good voice and you know पहले से he would introduce me to different kind of music and it was his dream that I'm living right now.
Oh, amazing.
You know,
So there wasn't any time bar on you.
टाइम बार कुछ नहीं था. He obviously as I mentioned that हमारे घर में सब लोग एजुकेशन को
जी.
बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देते
जी.
थे. तो बस ये था कि पढ़ाई इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट है. मेरे ग्रैंडफादर, मेरे दादाजी, he was a scholarate in Sanskrit and English literature. So he was a Sanskritacharya from Kashi. तो
Wow.
वो था कि नहीं पढ़ाई बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. तो वो कर लो, उसके बाद में तुम्हें जो करना है करो. सो इट वाज नेवर दैट आई वाज अंडर प्रेशर कि ओ आई हैव टाइम यू नो लाइक अ बॉम्ब टिकिंग ऑन मी. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. इट वाज जस्ट दैट ही वाज ऑल आउट. माय मॉम, माय डैड, they were fully supportive कि okay ठीक है, this is your dream and we want you to fly and take your time. And but yeah, of course there's no pressure that you have to
Yeah.
make it. If it doesn't happen, if you feel it's getting too much, then we are here to support you and you can always come back.
Amazing. Amazing.
So
This
yeah,
must
I
have been
think
around what?
that also
2007,
gives you a lot of confidence
Yeah.
in yourself, and it also gives you a lot of confidence ki, you have someone to fall back on, and I think that gives you a lot of mental peace.
So you came here, you started making demos,
Yes.
burned it on a CD,
Yes.
and then what? You were ringing up composers.
I was ringing up composers and meeting them at the studios, and then, you know.
And they were all
Hoping-
warm, welcome.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, honestly, of course, everyone has has their own different
Sure.
experiences. But in my experience, I think everyone's been really, really warm and welcoming. So there were no complaints.
Who was the? Do you have any memory of who was the first person you met?
The very first person I met was Rahman sir, actually.
Oh, really? बताओ, अब मेरे को नहीं पता ये स्टोरी.
So so डेमोस बन गया था
हाँ.
और बहुत सारे लोगों को भेजना था.
जी.
But obviously when you come to Bombay, it's not like you have access to the studios, right? आपको और तब तो पता भी नहीं होता था कि किनका स्टूडियो कहाँ पे है, and you obviously can't just land up at the studio.
Nervousness होती थी.
Of course, yeah, definitely. And actually no. So I had become friends with Amit Trivedi
Okay.
around the time. And
He had already he started working.
No.
He wasn't.
So we were all like newcomers. This is before
amazing.
he started composing.
Right.
This is me before singing professionally.
Correct.
So we'd become friends, and then we were working on music साथ में कुछ ना कुछ.
Oh, nice.
So in fact that time we were
Just
working
hanging out
on
together.
hanging out together, making music. We were working on an album.
And was he from Bombay? I'm just curious.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's originally
And
from
he was
Bombay.
also trying to get a break in. I think his first movie
He
was
used to
Devdi.
work with but before that, like he used to work in advertising. So
Okay.
he used to assist Bobo, as we know.
Sorry, I don't know who's Bobo.
Bobo is I'm forgetting his original name.
But he's a jingle composer.
Yes.
Okay.
So he used to assist Bobo, and so music mein he was already into music, and obviously I came here to pursue music, so I was already in it. तो हम लोगों ने कुछ गाने बनाए थे, and I used to wake up every morning and call composers. And
This was like a daily routine.
Yeah, daily routine.
Chai
And
peete
then
रहते.
Amit was friends with Naresh Iyer. That Naresh Iyer had sung one song for Rahman sir,
रंग दे बसंती.
रंग दे बसंती
रूबरू.
का वो गाना. और हम लोग कहीं पे मिले थे, तो मैंने नरेश को बोला कि you know I want to meet Rahman sir. So he's like, I don't know how to make that happen, but here's a number.
अच्छा.
try. He doesn't answer calls, but अगर
उठा लिया तो
उठा लिया तो उठा लिया. I said great, and now all I would do is, and I had made a list of 5 people I wanted to work with.
अच्छा, who are those 5?
Of course, Rahman sir, Vishal Shekhar, Salim Suleiman, Preetam Da, or who else? Vishal Bhardwaj. So ये मेरे 5 लोगों की लिस्ट थी कि मुझे इनके साथ में काम करना है, एंड मैं सिर्फ उनको ही कांटेक्ट करती थी.
जी.
तो ये नंबर मिला मुझे. So great. So every morning I would dial, and 1 दिन, 10 दिन, 15 दिन, 2 महीना हो
डायल
गया.
करना चाहिए.
अब ये पता नहीं था ना, so तब ये सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं होती थी. So it's almost been like a month and a half, 2
but
months.
you were at it.
I was at it. Like सुबह में, because तब कुछ काम भी नहीं होता था ना. I just moved to Bombay. तो नंबर मिल गया था बस. So every morning I would wake up and I would call, and
बारी-बारी से 5 को.
बारी-बारी इतनी, तब तो 5 के नंबर्स भी नहीं थे.
Okay.
मेरे पास रहमान
ये
सर का
मिल गया था, तो let me first.
हाँ, first like just get to it, right? So I am dialing every single morning, और 1.5-2 महीने हो गए थे, और never the call never got answered. So one day I'm literally laying in bed. Okay, and as always, okay, phone लिया और dial कर दिया. So I'm waiting, assuming phone answer नहीं होने वाला है. And one day, I'm not kidding you, I was literally laying in bed सुबह में, और मैंने phone dial कर दिया है, and the phone gets picked up. और answer होता है, and he's like, hello, yes. And I was like, because I'm not prepared for it, right? I'm assuming 2 महीने हो चुके हैं, रोज फोन आंसर नहीं होता है, आज भी नहीं होगा. So I'm caught
This is amazing.
Yeah, unprepared. So the call gets answered, and I'm like, then I finally like gathered myself like in a few seconds, and I was like, sir, this is Shruti Pathak. I'm calling from Bombay, and I'm a singer, and I want to sing for you. And I was like, whew, said, done. And he's like, okay, come to Chennai tomorrow.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. And I didn't even have the audacity to ask him for the address.
Of course.
क्योंकि चेन्नई जाके जाऊंगी कहाँ पे?
Correct.
But then I gathered, and I was like, sir.
उसने मैं रख तो नहीं दिया उसमें?
No, he didn't. And he's like, I said, sir, address? He's like, okay, someone will call you and give you the address. Okay.
Amazing.
And then in an hour, someone called me and gave me the address. And yeah, that was it.
You flew to Chennai next day?
Yeah, then I called my dad and I was like, Papa, like, this has happened and I have to go to Chennai. And I had never traveled alone before that.
Okay.
So managed to, some relative lives in South, not even in Chennai. I called them. I was like, please find me a place to stay in Chennai because कुछ पता ही नहीं था.
Correct. क्या होने वाला?
तब traveling का वो fever भी नहीं था मेरे अंदर. तब कभी travel नहीं किया था. Especially alone तो never.
Correct.
So finally managed to reach Chennai the next day.
Wow.
Or,
oh, I didn't know this myself.
Yeah.
I don't think you shared this story anywhere ever.
I have, but
You
like
have.
more in a conversation like this.
Yeah.
Usually interviews में ऐसी बातें निकलती नहीं हैं.
Correct. This is focused on the album or the film or whatever.
The project that you're working
Correct.
on. So that happened.
This is fascinating. So you landed in Chennai.
I landed in Chennai. I was called at 5 o'clock, sharp 5 o'clock. I'm at the studio, जो उनका पुराना. हाँ, तो वहाँ पे.
तो घर के नीचे.
घर के नीचे वाला जो था वो. So I reached there and then waited for some time, and then someone came and said, "Ki okay, sir is ready to meet you." So वो उनका एक कमरा था जो पूरा white हुआ करता था.
Possible. याद नहीं है मुझे.
Oh my God. It was, I felt like, okay, कुछ heavenly feeling thing because it was entirely white. He had a white piano, white couch. So I entered that white room and sir is also in his white clothes.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, he's there. Like he's at the piano. उनका white color का piano था. I have like picture memory of the entire place. और अच्छा, तो previous night जब मुझे
जी,
जाना था तो
जी।
ऑब्वियसली टिकट्स तो बुक किए, अब डेमो क्या प्ले करूंगी, सो आई डिडंट वांट टू प्ले हिम कवर्स, राइट,
हाँ।
लाइक आई एम मीटिंग रहमान सर, आई कांट जस्ट प्ले रैंडम डेमोज, सो आई कॉल्ड अमित त्रिवेदी
हाँ,
एंड आई टोल्ड हिम, आई वाज लाइक लिसन, आई ऐसे ऐसे हुआ
अच्छा,
है
उसी रात को
so he is also excited because he has been such a
big
huge fan of
Yeah.
Rahman sir himself, so he's like, oh my god, like this is great and this is massive and
So
all of
sweet.
that, and I said, listen, I need a demo. तो हमने वो जो कुछ म्यूजिक पे काम किया था, so he's like, okay, do one thing, just come home. So he used to work from home that time, he had a small setup at home, so I went to his house in the middle of the night और हमने मेरे डेमो को फाइनल किया. he's actually the one who made my demo.
Wow.
So वो डेमो लिया, next day I went वो रूम में, I played it to sir and he heard the demo and he's like, who's the composer? And I said, Amit Trivedi है उनका नाम, and he's like, interesting. So he also like really
Right.
loved what Amit had done with the songs, and then he's like, you have a very soulful voice and would you like to stay back to record a song?
Wow.
And for me it was like, okay, like I'm laying in bed to talking to him, next day I'm in his studio,
Super.
and now I'm staying back another day to
Amazing.
record for him. That song, that film never released,
Oh.
is why the song
So you actually, okay, so you stayed back.
I stayed back, I recorded a song.
You recorded the song.
Yes, I recorded a song the
Do
same
you know
night
the
when I
name of
was...
the song?
Hmm?
Do you know the name of the song?
I remember the name of the film actually. Film's name was Raqib.
Rakib.
Yeah,
Okay.
that film never released apparently.
Was it Lakir?
No, Raqib.
Rakib.
Yeah.
Well, Rakib Alam is also a lyric writer
Okay.
who used to be
this
in
was
Chennai.
the name of
Oh, the
the
name of the
film.
movie, Raqib.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, that happened.
And so what was the experience of recording the song?
Oh my god, it was insane. Like
तो
for me
आपको
it was
होटल में ठहराया गया, आप अगले दिन फिर गए.
फिर गई मैं वहां पे और
I'm just curious to know.
yes
I'm also a fan, right?
absolutely.
So want to know कि वो कैसा था moment. And you're like, I mean,
that's when I got to know that he works in the nights.
हाँ.
So next day रात को I was recording and I think I went on the mic at around 1 in the morning and 2-3 बजे तक I was recording. और उस टाइम पे then I also met studio में शंकर महादेवन जी भी थे.
जी.
और वसुंधरा दास was also there.
Okay.
So like suddenly वो जो transition था ना from that call to being
Right.
in the studio to
And now
now
you're
staying back and
surrounded by-
recording and then these people are there and it was like a suddenly like a shift in the world that I was
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
you know.
This was around what, 2007-8?
This was 2006.
2006.
So yeah, this happened in 2006, and then I came back to Bombay after that recording.
Oh.
And
But you know, here is a man who got a call
yeah,
from someone he doesn't know,
yes,
and he said, just come.
yes,
Look at the courage of conviction.
absolutely.
I mean, how many people would do that
yeah.
and put you behind the mic
Yes,
and say,
absolutely.
record?
But that's him, right?
Yeah.
He, I think he really, really knows. Unless you're like really, really terrible, I think he can really create magic with everyone.
So I have a very interesting incident to share. So we always used to travel together, right?
Right, of course.
And it was crazy traveling. I used to enjoy it because we became travel buddies.
The fact that he is such a busy, such a massive artist,
Right.
but not many people would know that he till today, like he listens to music that's playing online, or if
उनको ये
someone
करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
उनको जरूरत नहीं है पर वो करते हैं. Like not very recent, but in the recent past, I was doing a live session during the lockdown, Instagram pe, and for Jashn-e-Rekhta, it's a ghazal festival.
Yeah.
So I was doing a live session, and I'm singing ghazals. So they wanted me to have two devices because I'm also reading the chats, people's comments.
Correct.
And scrolling and replying to those also while I'm also singing live. So there's my phone that I'm looking into and singing, and here's my laptop that I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting with my harmonium. यहाँ पे phone है, यहाँ पे laptop है, and I'm singing. Like I'm almost like towards the end of my session, and suddenly I'm singing. Suddenly I see a pop-up on my phone, and obviously I have Rahman sir's number now because that happened in 2006.
Yeah.
So I see a pop-up, and it says ARR. And if you see that video, YouTube pe abhi bhi hai wo live session. So I'm singing, and I've gone like this, okay, because I see his name popping on my phone. So now I'm waiting कि session खत्म हो और मैं देखूं क्या message आया है. So I finished the session at the earliest, and I took my phone and I'm reading the message, and he was watching me live.
Wow.
He watched me
And he
live,
texted you.
and he texted me saying, "Beautiful singing." So in my head, I was like, of course, that's like the biggest
Of course.
thing that can happen to an artist. But at the same time, it's so amusing that even now, between so much work that he must be busy with, he still manages to hear live sessions happening.
And then to
by artists
compliment
that-
the artist.
Yeah. And taking that time out and,
बहुत बड़ी बात है.
sending that message, I think it's the biggest compliment
Yeah, of course.
anyone could ever receive.
श्रुति वो पिक्चर को रिवाइव करते हैं जिसमें हमने रिकॉर्ड किया.
I swear.
कौन सी पिक्चर? एटलीस्ट वो गाना तो रिलीज.
वो गाना रिलीज हो जाए.
No, seriously, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So I do believe in destiny. I think it plays a very big role in how. So there's one thing, you do your karma, and then there's destiny, life that
Of course. Of course.
also kind of leads you into the direction that you are supposed to
True.
go in. And earlier I used to say it in all my interviews as well, that I don't want to do like 20 songs a year, but I might as well do 5.
Yeah.
But I want those songs to mean something to me, mean something to what I leave behind.
course, like a
I
legacy.
want to leave a legacy behind, and not just number of songs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think I must have repeated that so many times, and I must have believed it so much that the kind of songs that come to me, like be it Shubharam, be it
Shubharam to you wrote. No?
yeah, I wrote and sang Shubharam, or even Devdi ka jo Amit ka first album, my song that I've written and sung, for Devdi as well. So it just gives me it gives me a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah.
That I've done good work.
Absolutely.
And I'd rather have like 5 less songs, but
Correct. Absolutely. You're not in the rat race. So your first proper song that released,
yes.
which we can say your debut song,
Yes.
was from Fashion.
Yes.
Marjawa. What a song.
Thank you.
What a song.
Thank
In
you.
fact, I was telling you last week.
Yes, when we were
Yes.
talking about doing this
So
interview.
Shruti and I were chatting about her coming on the show last week, and Salim and Suleiman were touring, I think, the US and Canada, and they were obviously playing Marjawa. It's a must-have. And I had posted a comment on Salim's Instagram saying, "I love the song, but I'm missing Shruti's voice." That song has to be only in your voice, and I'm getting goosebumps. I have nothing to gain by flattering you. But I think there's something about that song, the way your texture, and I didn't know you when I heard the song first. I'm like, "Ooh, what is this?" I don't think a Hindi film song was done like that before.
Yes. I firstly let's address the fact that that was entirely Salim.
Right.
If not for him, I wouldn't have known this texture that I possessed,
Yeah.
which I wasn't aware of.
Right.
He's the one who actually discovered that.
Who is it?
He's the one who actually, I've learned a lot from Salim Merchant, So going back a
Yes,
little
please.
bit
Yes, of course.
into the backstory, actually.
Did you go with a CD to him as well?
No. You know how life transpires? This is such a great example of that.
Yeah.
So, as I said, I met Rahman sir, I recorded a song with him. It never saw the light of the day. But
Sir, release that song, sir. Please.
I get a call from a friend of mine. He was a senior in my college in Ahmedabad. So I get a call one day that, randomly. And he's like, hey, I'm in Bombay and let's catch up. And I said, sure. So he's my senior and we used to, have like a jam session in the college canteen and, like he was a music
Right.
producer. And obviously he passed college before me, and then he moved to UK, and him and his partner, they moved to UK, and they were exploring underground music and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he calls me, so I'm like, okay, great, let's catch up and we'll meet. So I meet him and he's like, so I was visiting Bombay. I was playing some of my music to the music producers here. I was like, oh, wonderful. And he's like, yeah, so yesterday we met Salim Suleiman and we were playing our music to them. And Salim asked for your voice. So I was like, oh, great. Wow.
Yeah, because at that time, they were really ruling.
Yes.
Aja Nachle and all those movies.
No, Aja Nachle was after.
Oh, after.
After. There's a story to that as well.
Okay.
So he's like, he asked about you as in like, who's singing this? And so I told him that, she's a college friend of mine, Shruti Pathak, and I think she's also in Bombay now. So I think you should meet Salim Suleiman because they really seemed to like your voice. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he gave me the number and I called Salim and Salim answered. And I gave him the reference that, so his name is Mayur Narvekar, who we know as Bandish Project.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Mayur or Udyan were partners and they were Bandish Project. And now we know Udyan as Nuclear.
Oh.
So Nuclear, Udyan is also from Ahmedabad. So we knew each other from Ahmedabad days.
Sorry, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around
Yes.
this.
yeah. As I said, like how life,
Yeah.
वो बहुत सही डायलॉग है वो फिल्म में जो है ना कि जब आप किसी चीज को बहुत शिद्दत से चाहते हैं तो पूरी कायनात उसे SRK वाला तो वो मेरे लाइफ में तो literally I have so many instances. My life has been full of instances जहाँ पे ऐसे instances हुए हैं मेरे साथ में.
Like, yeah.
And hence I always say that I do believe in destiny and I do believe in how, universe plays such a big role in how things.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just recapping. Mayur and Udyan were a group.
Yes.
And that is the Bandish Project.
Yes.
And Mayur then ventured out.
Udyan ventured out
as Nuclear.
As Nuclear. And Mayur is still Bandish Project. And they were the ones who had met Salim Suleiman and played some of their music, जिसमें से एक गाने में मैंने कुछ vocals दिए हुए थे और वो vocals तब के थे जब हम कैंटीन में गाना बनाते थे.
अच्छा.
तो वो कैंटीन में लैपटॉप पे recorded voice थी मेरी.
Okay. And Salim heard that.
Salim heard that and asked who I was. And then he gave me the number. I called Salim and Salim called me to the studio. And तब मैंने वही डेमो जो अमित त्रिवेदी ने बनाया था वो मैंने सुनाया. And
this was the first time you were meeting Salim?
This is for the first time I'm meeting Salim. So I met him and he really liked my voice and he's like, okay, if there's anything that I come across which suits your voice, I'll definitely call you.
Sure.
And I have you in mind, basically. And I go home and 2 days later, I get a call from Salim and he says that, you're from Ahmedabad, no? I said, yes. And he's like, so do you speak Gujarati? I said, yeah, I'm a Gujarati. And he's like, listen, I don't have a film song right now, but there's a project that I'm working on. Would you like to come and try? And I was like, of course. So I went to the studio and they were working on this musical called Merchants of Bollywood,
Okay.
which was a musical by Vaibhavi Merchant.
Was this at the Kingdom of Dreams in Gurgaon?
Yes.
Ah.
That was much later, but uske pehle, like, they
Ji.
used to tour a lot with that musical. और उसमें एक गुजराती folk गाना था. And Salim was like, would you know this song? And I said, yeah, of course I know the song and I'd love to sing it. And he's made this really amazing, non-folksy, but like a very urban.
Is that available, that song?
It's there on YouTube. There are some live clips of that
Okay.
song. And he's like, okay, great. So I'm on the mic singing this song for their musical. And he says, कि अच्छा यहाँ पे ना एक ऐसा variation है, like, could you try that? So I'm trying it and it's really high.
Yeah.
So I'm practicing the variation in lower octave,
All right.
just so that I don't strain my voice. And Salim is doing something because we are in between takes. So suddenly he just looked at me. He's like, he put the talk back on and he's like, what did you just do? And I said, and I really got nervous because I thought I didn't do it right or I made a mistake or whatever. And I said, no, I'll do it the way you asked. I'm just practicing it in the lower octave so that I don't strain my voice. And he's like, no, you sounded amazing. And then he's like, okay, let's do one thing. मैं ये पूरा delete कर रहा हूँ. पूरा गाना will record in this lower octave of yours. So we recorded the entire song in the lower octave.
Would you know just the words of few words?
Of
the song?
course. In fact, I'll sing it in the lower octave so that you'll know the reference
sweet.
of it. Oh, rang rasiya, kya ramiya vya, ras jo. This was the song. And he made me do the entire song in the lower octave. And that's how Salim Merchant introduced me to my texture.
Oh.
And then that's the day he promised me, he's like, this texture is beautiful and I would love to, work with you on a proper song jahan pe, we explore your tone. And he promised me one song and later on Marjawa happened.
Talk us through that whole Marjawa experience. I'm sure when he called you, or both of them called you and played you, I don't know who, maybe they sung it or some other scratch version of the song. And of course, when we hear it now as it came out finally, it is magic. But when you actually heard it and when you dubbed it, what was it like?
He sang it to me on the piano.
Okay.
So there was no scratch. तब इतना नहीं होता था scratches का.
अभी 10 लोग scratch.
हाँ, 10 लोग scratch करते हैं, 10 लोग फिर उसके बाद 10 लोग original भी करते हैं और फिर उसमें से शायद आधा लाइन इसका करके ऐसे कुछ 2-3 आवाजें होती है. पर तब ऐसा नहीं होता था. But like he was very clear when he composed Marjawa.
No joke, no?
Yeah.
पहले एक original होता था और 10 cover versions होते थे.
Yeah.
अभी 10 original यानी एक गाने को.
That's true. It's funny and it's sometimes disturbing.
Of course.
But and especially for people who have seen that time,
correct.
तो उनके लिए बहुत ज्यादा अजीब लग जाता है कभी-कभी कि
ये क्या है?
ये क्या है? So at least the composers had the clarity that okay, this is the voice I want, this is this composition, ये composition में ये गाने में इनकी आवाज ज्यादा सूट करेगी, be it male vocalist or a female,
क्या है ना श्रुति, the thing is we'll come back to this Marjawa thing, but because we are discussing this, अभी क्या है, composer भी 5 में 1 है.
That's true.
तो
एक फिल्म में 5 composers हैं. That is also true. Just
to be fair to them.
Sure. No complaints about it, but it's just that these are again observations.
क्योंकि if I take it holistically as artists, एक composer भी एक artist है, singer भी एक artist है, song writer जो lyric writer है वो भी है. इन तीनों को ही नहीं पता they're all at different stages of. तो माँ बाप कोई और ही है.
Right.
And I know the story, so
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, we are all aware, and because we are a part of
yeah.
the entire process, so
And
we know how it works.
my last few assignments were with music labels.
Right.
After I quit my stint with Rahman sir, and I worked with the purely because I wanted to understand what happens on the other side.
Right.
And I think I will dedicate a podcast to
Especially to that.
educating people what happens on the other
Yes,
side.
of course, very important.
Yes. Sorry. So continue. So Salim was on the piano.
Yeah, and he played me the composition, and yeah, that's it. I went on the mic. He's like, I know and I believe that this song is for you.
It is.
It is.
It is. Kya? What a statement
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah. And I think there were a lot of other people that were considered for the song
Oh, is it?
by the director and the producer and
Sure.
this and that. You know,
Sure.
you know how
Of course.
the entire thing works. But Salim Sulaiman were really, really confident and to an extent adamant that this song belongs to me.
Commendable.
And hence I always
What a rare
take
breed.
the opportunity to
Absolutely.
thank them and
Absolutely.
show my gratitude that if not for this instance, or if it had been any other song, I might not have been noticed the way I got noticed with
Absolutely.
Marjama. So
Full credit to them.
all credit to them. All credit
Absolutely.
to them.
For having stood
Yeah.
their ground
Yeah,
and
yeah, absolutely.
believing in you.
Believing in me and giving me the tailor-made song for me.
I personally feel that it is tailor-made. Indeed, it is tailor-made. I personally feel that song should have swept all the awards.
Yes.
Honestly, that song has some magic. आज भी चलता हुआ है.
Yeah.
Like मेरे ख्याल से 14-15 साल हो गए.
16 साल.
16 साल. So, I mean, some songs stand the test of time.
Yeah.
This is one such timeless creation. It is beautiful. But awards तो ठीक है. You would have been flooded with offers, right?
Offers, I think तब वैसा नहीं होता था. It was still almost towards the end.
और
But
ऐसा भी होता होगा कि सारे उसी स्टाइल में गाना लेके आते होंगे because
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people thought that I could not sing in the
अच्छा,
higher
ऐसा भी था?
octave. Yeah. People thought because I do not have the range is why I was singing in that octave.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Yeah, of course.
I could sing I have a good range. I can sing in the higher octave. But my voice sounds brighter in this octave, in this scale. And that was the genius of Salim Sulaiman, that they recognized that.
Yeah.
And they brought out the best in me.
No, the movie was also very well received.
Absolutely.
It did well. So I'm just trying to tap into your emotions back then, 16 years back. You would have thought, पहले तो रहमान सर वाला वो moment,
Yes.
वो हो गया. Now you've done this song, which is like a cult hit back then, across the nation.
Yes.
And you would have been thinking कि my time has come.
Yeah.
अब तो, I'm just trying to gauge.
I did not have I was not in the space mentally to even receive the song the way people received it. I was not even around the time. So the song was recorded a couple of months before the
Why
release.
were you not around?
I was not around because I lost my dad 10 days before the song release. And
the man who really, you just spoke about it.
Yes. So it was more like it was his dream to see me sing and pursue music. And just 10 days before everything happened, we lost
You would
him.
have been so happy to see that.
Yeah. But I think I see it as his blessing.
Of course.
It was his blessing that.
Oh.
So Marjama was his blessing too. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, it's so bizarre, because towards 2007-8 music launches बहुत rare हो चुके थे, और fashion का music launch हुआ था in Siddhivinayak temple.
अच्छा?
Yes.
Alright.
मतलब they must have gone with the CD,
Yeah.
वो जो एक ritual होता है.
Right.
So that's the day when Salim called me in the morning and said that हम लोग सिद्धिविनायक जा रहे हैं, you must come, CD launch कर रहे हैं हम वहाँ पे. And I was in Ahmedabad and we were going through our ritual because it was 10th day ceremony जो हो रहा था. And I told him and he's like, I'm sorry, I did not know. And, so when that happened, it was just like everything was happening together. एक तरफ
The roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. एक तरफ मेरे करियर की शुरुआत हो रही थी, the biggest moment of my life and the biggest moment in a very different way.
In a personal space.
Yeah.
But really, this is the thing about life. And I keep telling you are a big believer in destiny. So am I. And of course, this whole manifestation of asking what you want and having gained it. But I tell people, especially the youngsters, I said, be very mindful of whether you will be able to handle it when you get it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks, dekha jayega, but aisa nahi hai, because sometimes the very thing that you want, in your case, for example, this is classic.
Yeah.
But the very person you may have wanted
Yeah.
to see that success.
Yeah, he was not there physically not there to see it,
exactly.
enjoy it, and and then see me sing.
But like you so beautifully
much more.
put it, it's his blessing.
It's his blessing. It's his. I genuinely believe so.
Of course.
In fact, ये तो 10th day का बताया when all the ceremonies got over and हम लोग हरिद्वार गए थे उनके अस्थि विसर्जन के लिए, and that is the day when the series had come out. And first promo मैंने हरिद्वार में देखा था टीवी पे, और मेरी आवाज मैंने पहली बार हरिद्वार में सुनी थी टीवी पे. So yeah, I think everything, it is. Everything is such a universe has weird ways of, presenting life to you.
True.
So yeah.
That was very intense.
Yeah.
No, but thank you for sharing that.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And then you did this other beautiful song for Vishal and Shekhar.
Yes.
And again, I think Mohit Chauhan has a unique texture.
Yeah.
And then complemented with so that's why I keep saying that, you've done some iconic songs.
Yeah.
Which have stood the test of. आज भी उसका मेरे ख्याल से अभी last month ही, because I was on my Apple Music deep diving into उसका एक lo-fi version कुछ.
That is तुझे भुला दिया for you.
Yeah.
I say this every time I get the opportunity. जैसे मरजावा changed my life 360 degrees.
Yeah.
तुझे भुला दिया was that next song which took my career to a different graph altogether. Mrjava opened the floodgates for me.
Yeah.
And then Tujhe Bhula Diya just put me in a different zone of life, or my career for that matter. So both these songs are literally landmark phases of my life.
How's that experience of working with Vishal and Shekhar?
They are really, really fun to work with. And I had in 2009, towards the end of 2009 and beginning of 2010, they had started touring. They had started doing live concerts across the country. And they were looking for a female singer. And I happened to, we happened to have the same manager.
Who's that?
Ben Thomas.
Oh, Ben, of course.
Yes. So he put me onto that gig. And
sorry, I must tell, for those of you who don't know, Ben Thomas used to very famously manage Sonu Nigam. Then he managed Vishal Shekhar, and now, of course, Shruti tells me that he was managing her as well. And then he was also managing a fantastic group called Sanam. And that's for those who don't know who's Ben Thomas.
Yes. So yeah, then he was the one who basically put me onto that gig, and
So then you were touring.
then I was touring with them. So
Touring life is fun.
touring life is fun, and they are fun to work
Yeah.
with, and they are really really cool, chill people. तो हम travel बहुत कर रहे थे साथ में, shows कर रहे हैं, खाना खा रहे हैं, मजे कर रहे हैं. So फिर एक we become like really good friends. So I was recording something in Bandra, and you know how Mumbai traffic is.
हाँ.
तो 6 बजे के बाद you don't want to go home. You want to wait till 8 and then go home. So मेरे recording कुछ 6:30 बजे खत्म हुई. तो I was like, अभी मैं निकलूंगी बैंड्रा से
Russia.
अंधेरी की तरफ, तो रश आवर में बहुत 2-3 घंटे लग जाएंगे घर पे पहुंचने. So I called Vishal Shekhar, and I was like, I'm around, like, is it if you guys are not working, and is it okay if I drop by at the studio? I'll chill for an hour and then head home, avoid traffic. They were like, yeah, come. So I went there, and we are chatting, we are having coffee, we're eating food, and then they are like, okay, since you're here, like, listen, we are working on this song. अभी तो scratch पे ही काम कर रहे हैं. Since you're here, just sing it now. I was like, okay.
Oh, wow.
So Abhijit Nalani, we all know, he's a music producer, and most of Vishal Shekhar tracks are produced by
Abhijit
him.
Waghani, right?
Nalani.
Nalan.
So he's on the piano, he's working on the track. Vishal is fiddling with his guitar. Shekhar and I are chatting, we are having coffee, baatcheet chal rahi hai, and they're like, just sing the scratch now. I was like, yeah, sure. बैठे बैठे वहां पे in the console room only, I on SM58 mic पे scratch गाया, and then after
Those exact words.
exact words.
Okay.
और हाँ, कुमार पाजी भी थे. कुमार पाजी भी है, वो लिख रहे हैं नैना लगिया बारिशा, ये वो उन्होंने लिखा, करेक्ट किया मेरा प्रोनाउंसिएशन, और मैंने
Yeah, those are Punjabi words, right?
हाँ, scratch गा दिया. After a year or so, I'm at home, and suddenly I get a call, and they're like, "Achha, listen, remember you sung that song? The song is going through, so just letting you know that the song is approved in your voice and all of that." And I was like, "Okay, great. When can I come and sing it?" And they were like, "No, why sing it?" And I was like, "Listen, that was like." And we'd not even done takes, मैंने ऐसे ही एक बारी में ही गा लिया था. And they were like, "No, we love the way you are sounding, and we are not changing it." And I was like, "Listen, I request you, give me one chance, let me just come and sing it one more time. If you don't like it, keep what is, but at least let me come and give it a try." They were like, "No, we are not touching. It's sounding beautiful, it's sounding soulful, and we are not touching it." And that's what you hear. It was recorded on SM58, not even in the recording booth.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, so another happy accident.
Absolutely.
Like coincidentally.
Coincidental. Yeah.
Beat rush hour.
Yeah.
See, we are in Santa Cruz.
Yes.
It's going
we
to be.
spoke about beating the rush hour also.
Sure. Correct, exactly. So who knows?
Yeah, maybe I'll just call some of my friends who are in Bandra.
But you turn composer yourself.
Yes.
Maybe you could compose our theme music for us.
Definitely, why not?
So you started composing as well.
Yeah.
And who knows, we're approaching Russia. So you could stay back and do the theme title music for our podcast.
Why not?
So, yeah, so again, what an iconic song that turned out to be.
Yeah.
But my question remains the same. After that song released, now were you kind of thinking, okay, like you're going to be like a really busy artist and...
I think that eventually happened immediately after Marjama. So after a month and a half, I came back to Bombay, and suddenly I was, it hit me that Marjama had become such a huge hit.
Right.
And suddenly, like, I'm all over the radio, I'm all over TV that time, क्योंकि तब म्यूजिक बजता था टीवी पे. And
तब म्यूजिक बजता था.
हाँ, क्योंकि अब तो टीवी, पहले तो अब कोई टीवी नहीं देखता, ऊपर से अब म्यूजिक चैनल्स तो हैं ही नहीं, पर तब we had music channels,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
and Marjana was playing everywhere all the time.
9XM, ETC, this, that.
Everywhere. तब तो MTV भी था, Channel V भी था, you know, radio, every channel you'd flip, and
Yeah.
Marjana was all over the place. And
True.
I'm called in for interviews, and composers started knowing me. They started asking who's this new singer, and basically life had just changed.
Yeah.
And while it was changing, I was not around.
Yeah.
And when I came back, it was just different.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean you missed the bus?
I did not miss the bus. I was just not there at the station to hop into the bus. I was already in the bus somehow.
Right.
So yeah, it changed my life completely. And then
the touring happened.
Touring started.
How was the touring experience? I just want to know, because, you know,
so
it's such
that
an
year,
important part of
a lot of
everyone's
I was nominated for all the awards, Filmfare and Screen and IFA and everything. And I don't think IFA was there at that time, but basically all the awards that year. And then suddenly, you know, everyone wanted to see you perform live. So all the inquiries started coming in, and yeah. So
That's when you signed up with Ben.
That's when I signed up with Ben. Yes.
And then no. So I'm just trying to understand, how was the touring experience with Vishal Shekhar? You were traveling to all parts of the world.
All parts of the world, you know, college gigs and
people started
concerts,
recognizing you as a face.
Yes. And then that also led me to doing my own thing as well. So I'm touring, I'm doing my solo concerts and touring with Vishal Shekhar. And in between, you know, getting called by composers to sing in songs. So then it was like a busy life, you know.
And then your original friend, Amit Trivedi.
Yeah.
By which time he had debuted.
So by the time Marjana released, he had already started working on Devdi.
Correct. His first movie.
And जो गाना है देवडी में मेरा पायलिया, वो मैंने so this is before the release of Marjana record हो गया था, and then I'm in Amit's studio, and he's like, there's a song, just hear it.
Maybe I'm just curious to know. I'm met Amit, but I haven't interacted with him on music. But एक कुछ अलग सा करने का कीड़ा.
Yes.
Always. Also such a funky song.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds also that come in.
Yeah. Entire
the
album.
Of course, it won the national award for it.
Yes. And the entire album was very different from the kind of music that was happening.
Correct.
So, so now Marjana is about to release, and then Amit has already started working on Devdi. और ये गाना जो पायलिया, हमने ऑलरेडी पहले थोड़ा सा कुछ जो हम हमारे गाने बना रहे थे आइडिएट किया हुआ था. And then he called me into the studio and he's like, अच्छा, like I've changed certain things, just hear it. I'm hearing the song, and that time we did not have words. It was just a tune, and he was putting the track together. And I heard the song, and I was like, listen, I want to write it. And he's like, he'll write. He's like, no, we'll get someone to write it. You know, you just hear the song and get the scale and everything and the vibe of the track in place. And I was like, listen, give me one chance. Let me go home, you know, sleep over it. Let me sleep with it and see how it turns out. If I'm not able to do it, or if you don't like it, I said, please feel free to throw it in the dustbin. मैं कौन सा मुझे lyricist की.
Where did this thought come into you that you want to write?
I think the song itself had
inspired
that.
You.
Yeah, it inspired me.
Oh.
So then he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Like, if you don't like it, please feel free to discard it. But मेरे को बस लिखने दे, let me give it a try. नहीं तो you already have an option of like so many other lyricists. He's like, हाँ ठीक है. I went home, and now nothing is coming to me because now I'm sitting with a pen and a paper, and I was like, okay, मैं गाना लिखूंगी, and nothing is coming to me, like no thought, nothing. And then I was like, okay, bad call. I'll tell him tomorrow, okay, listen, I can't do it. Let's get a lyricist to write it. And then I put the lights off. I'm trying to sleep. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, one thought hits my brain. And then I was like, okay, let me just write it. So that one line happened.
But you had the brief of what the song should be.
Brief was basically that this song was to be featured on basically वो देवदास की ही story थी, but it was like a modern take on it. तो उसमें if you see the character which Kalki is playing, she is playing Chandramukhi, you know.
Correct.
So that was the whole brief. और इसमें बताया है कि you know, so he gave me one thought कि okay, let's not make it a typical song कि वहाँ the girl is singing to a guy. Let's try and do like say, you know, Payal के perspective से. So that's the brief I had.
अच्छा, basic सा.
Basic सा. Now Payal के perspective से कैसे लिखे? You know, it's not even a living being. You know,
and you had a tune which was funky.
Which was funky. So and if you see Payal, it's more of like pure Hindi, a little bit of Vraj bhasha.
जी.
You know, जो कि हम बंदिशों में सुनते हैं, बंदिश में या classical music में. So then I took that space, and that one thought happened at in the middle of the night, and then I just put the lights on and I immediately wrote it before I forget it. And then the second, and then the third, and within like no time I had like 2-3 antras written. And now I'm waiting कि सुबह हो और मैं उसको call करके बताऊं. So yeah, morning happened and I called him and I told him I've written. And he's like, अरे इतना जल्दी लिख दिया? मैं कहा हाँ, I said देख लेना, अगर अच्छा लगे तो रखेंगे, नहीं तो please don't think कि मुझे बुरा लगेगा या ऐसे कुछ. It's just I'm literally thinking aloud in this song. And he's like, ठीक है, send it to me. So I sent it to him and he calls back and he's like, so because we are such great friends, and so I call him Mowgli, he calls me Vandri. So
is he Gujarati?
He's a Gujarati, yeah.
Okay.
So we usually interact in Gujarati.
No, because he said Vagri એટલે.
Vandri.
Sorry.
All the Gujarati viewers will go like, whoa.
This guy's Gujarati.
So he calls me Vandri. He's like, अरे Vandri, क्या लिखा है तूने? मस्त लिखा है. And I was like, oh great, चलो, we have lyrics. He's like, हाँ sorted है. आजा स्टूडियो पे. गए वहाँ पे. We recorded the song and then he plays the song to Anurag Kashyap. And he is in love with Payal. And even after the release of the album and the movie, and for the longest time, every time we met during the music launch or the film premiere and stuff like that, and Anurag Kashyap would always tell me that, you know, Payal is my favorite song of the album, and he's like, I'm going to call you Payal now. So he stopped addressing me as Shruti. He started addressing me as Payal for that little while. But yeah, that was the whole magic of Payal. Like, it also happened suddenly and things just fell in place perfectly.
Again,
you know,
one more instance.
Again, yeah.
And that's what eventually led you to write Shubharam as well.
Yes. Shubharam was, in fact, when Shubharam happened, Amit called me and he said that, you know, there's a song or film की story is based
अभी आपको
in...
sorry, just curious, अभी आपको एक lyric writer के तौर पे फोन आ रहे थे अमित के की?
No, he's the only one I've written
हाँ, नहीं, अमित का ही कह रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
एक गाना hit हो गया.
Yeah.
Payal was a hit.
Yes.
And then he's calling you again saying, अच्छा एक और गाना लिखना.
No, so he calls me and he's like, "अच्छा गाना." So I'm assuming now I'm singing the song, right? तो he's like, "But एक गुजराती में है और story line पूरी गुजरात की है. It's based in Ahmedabad, so पूरा गुजराती backdrop है फिल्म का और गाने का भी. And the गाना it's a basically एक situation है फिल्म में, which is like a new beginning.
This was from the movie Kai Poche,
Kai Poche.
based on Chetan Bhagat's. No?
Yes. So then he's like, "But I want you to write it." And I was like, "Listen, bad idea." Paella happened. I can't really write.
गवारा कब है ऐसे नहीं पूछा.
So he's like, "But you're singing the song." I was like, "Yeah, I'll sing the song, but writing this." And you know, if you want to write something, you think in a certain language and you can write in that language, you know.
You were getting paid also for that job, right? I hope.
Yes, of course. So then I was like, "Listen, I don't know if I can write in Gujarati. Hindi tak theek hai. I can, you know, when I'm thinking
naturally
music.
to you know, you're a Gujarati.
I'm a Gujarati. I can speak in Gujarati. I can read, write, everything in Gujarati. But you know, thinking in terms of poetry, वो गुजराती में कभी सोचा नहीं था.
Right.
You know, so I said, "I'm not too sure." He's like, "हाँ, देख ले, try it." And then I sat with it, and again, like fat, lyrics happened. And then it had words like tum tamata and all that. And he's like, "Listen, like, how are you thinking of these words?"
Yeah,
and I was
exactly.
like,
How
"I
do you
don't know.
No,
It's just coming to me."
I'm asking you seriously, how are you thinking?
I genuinely have no idea.
No,
I
don't
genuinely
buy
have
that.
no idea. It just happened.
I don't buy
It
that.
just happened.
Seriously?
Yeah. And even I was amazed. I was like, "Whoa, like, this is a lot. Like, I did not expect this of me." So
Wow.
then, and then he told me how he wanted me to sound, because it sounds different from my previous songs. You know, it has a very full throttle voice, a little folksy, a little not husky. You know, जो natural husk है आवाज की वो तो है.
जी.
But you know, the style of singing is not husky. It's different from my previous songs. So he's like, you know, you remember that there was a Gujarati folk singer called Diwali Ben Bheel.
Sorry, what is the name?
Diwali Ben Bheel.
Bheel.
Bheel. So she was a
tribe,
folk. Bheel is a tribe in Gujarat. And she was a very popular folk singer. So he's like, that's your reference. Like, I want you to modulate your voice and not sing like the way you sing your novel songs. And I went into the studio. I tried to bring a different version of me and become the song that Shubharam is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that got okayed as well. And you must have got a lot of accolades for that.
Yes.
Amazing. So you had an alternate career ready.
Not an alternate. I don't think I can, like, if you ask me to, okay, this is the song, like, now write, I can't do that.
No, I'm asking you this because, you know, you mentioned the lockdowns when all of us were sitting at home.
Yeah.
And maybe the artist in you, maybe you thought, you know, why depend on someone else? And I can write my own songs and compose and sing. And so I'm just trying to understand if...
So, but I think... It's only in India जहाँ पे हमने इतना डिविजन करके रखा है कि ओके सिंगर का काम है गाना गाना, लिरिसिस्ट का काम है गाना लिखना और कंपोजर का काम है गाना कंपोज करना. वेस्ट में या एनीवेयर एल्स
it is called songwriting.
It's called songwriting. It includes writing the lyrics. It includes composing. It also includes you know, the singer performing this, the one who's performing the song, even writing the music and the song, you know. So during the lockdown is when I actually realized that, okay, you know, music in whole is what, I'm a musician. I'm not just a singer who's going to perform what has been given. Of course, I love to do that, and I become the song that has been given to me, you know, and I want to do my more than my best to the song in terms of as a singer.
Right.
But music is in me. It's a part of me. And I would love to explore and push that envelope for myself. You know, as an artist, you want to explore more and more.
But because you
Um,
mentioned the West and how things happen,
Right.
any artists from the West who have been an influence on you, who you like?
So growing up, as I had mentioned that, my father introduced me to a lot of music, which included Indian different genres,
Yeah.
be it Bollywood or
Sure.
classical or ghazals or thumris. But I did not grow up listening to Western music. So even
Even as
now, like
today?
I do not have, like I usually choose not to pick a Westernish song. Like I would not want to sing an English song because I do not have the flair.
Sure.
Not that I cannot do it, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
No, I'm
that
saying-
everyone has their style.
Of course.
You know?
And you don't want to be influenced by...
I don't want to necessarily do it because I'm a singer and I want to be versatile.
Who
and
do
I
you
want
listen to from the West? Do you listen to...
a lot, and a lot of that influence and a lot of that introduction to Western music came to me with Salim Merchant and Amit Trivedi. They were the ones who introduced me to Western music. Be it Sting, be it Corrs. There was a band called
Yeah, of course,
Corrs,
of course.
or Dido, or like the pop music that time, or Coldplay and this and that. Like I was introduced to Western music by these two,
Right.
amazing
Yeah.
artists.
This-
So yeah, like
No, there are a lot of artists...
or Beyonce for that matter, or even Mariah Carey at that time.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
so a lot of vocal influences, musical influences came from many artists, which were introduced to me by these two individuals.
That's nice.
Yeah.
There are a lot of these global artists who are now touring India.
Yes.
So I'm just curious to know if you do attend these concerts.
I do.
or- Oh, you do?
Last I attended was Sting.
Okay.
And I think Bryan Adams is visiting soon in September or
true.
October. I don't know. I mean, these are the music that we grew as an artist with.
It just struck me. Your first name is Shruti,
Yes.
and Shruti is music.
Yes.
Must have been a strange coincidence, right?
Not really a coincidence. My father.
It was clear
named-
that he wanted to name you Shruti.
Yes. In fact, even before I was born, he had decided. So I have an elder sister.
Huh? What does she do?
She is now a housewife. She has a daughter. She takes care of the family. Earlier, she used to work with television.
Being a
as
housewife is a big
creative.
work.
Yes, of course.
It is. In
Of
India,
course.
we don't recognize it.
We don't, exactly. So earlier, she used to work with television and
Okay.
she was as a creative.
Is she based in
director.
Bombay?
She's in Bombay. Yeah.
Okay.
So when my sister was born, my dad had a very so he was a very spiritual person, and he had very clear thought on the fact that if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Mukti, because as human beings, the ultimate thing that we want out of this life is
Mukti. Hmm.
So
Liberation.
liberation, freedom.
Right.
So as human beings, this is what we crave for.
Hmm.
And so he decided, if I have a daughter, she's going to be called Mukti.
So is your elder sister called?
That's my sister's name. And when I was born, again, Dad had told Mom, like, if it's a daughter, I'm going to name her Shruti, because Shruti in Sanskrit, and it means जो देवी देवता की जो वाणी होती है.
Ji.
So basically, the speech of the
Gods and
gods is called Shruti.
Mm-hmm.
And as my dad was also a music lover, so for him, Shruti was also musical influence. So he had decided that if I have a daughter, she'll be called Shruti, because Shruti ke bina, which is also music
Ji.
and also the speech of the gods, uske bina mukti nahi mil sakti hai.
Intense.
So yeah, so that's how we were named before we were born. So yeah, that was the whole story behind Shruti. But little did he know that I will actually become a singer. You know. So when I was born, then like
He's already sowed the seeds.
He did, and that's why I don't remember growing up in a house जहाँ पे हम लोग बैठ के TV देख रहे हैं या वो सब हो रहा है. Like I grew up in a surrounding जहाँ पे 3rd standard में बैठ के I'm listening to ghazals, you know, listening to Mehdi Saab and Ghulam Ali ji के ghazलें बज रहे हैं. And 3rd standard में I'm feeling those lyrics, and I am weeping along, sitting next to my father, and my father is like, okay, like,
yeah, it's
you know, the music
is
working, you know. So yeah, that's been my atmosphere at home. So I had to be a musician. There was no other way around, you know.
You did this because you mentioned Ghulam Ali Saab and Mehdi Hasan Saab. Great. You did a song with Rahat Saab, which is, I have actually texted, I have cried listening to that song so many times. Tu na jane aas paas hai khuda. It's just another level of sublime.
Yeah.
The words are so powerful. And the tune, there was once that I was listening to it on loop. I was texting Vishal to say how, because Vishal, as I know, is not a very, I said, how did you even come up with something like this, you know? So, and it was so touching. It was so touching. Did you get to meet Rahat Saab and did that together?
No, we did not do that song together in the studio. In fact, ये गाने की भी एक story है. अगर हमारे पास time है तो I have the full story
we can
to tell.
Roll all night.
So I got a call from Vishal and Shekhar and they said that, you know, there's a song जो कि फिल्म का नाम है अनजाना अनजानी और सारा पूरा एल्बम बन चुका है. It's a last minute edition कि जहाँ पे हम एक acoustic version बना रहे हैं गाने का और राहत साहब ने उसको गाया है. And for female vocals, we thought of you. So can you come to the studio? So I said, okay. This is around 1 in the afternoon. And they said, okay, ठीक है, आप 5 बजे तक आ जाओ. So at 4, considering the traffic, I count that 1 hour. And I leave home at 4. And I have just reached about 4 bungalows.
Yeah.
And I get a call again and they said, okay, really sorry to bother you, but we've decided to not do the song. So, really sorry. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I took a U-turn. I went back home. Sham ko kuch nahi kar rahe the. So I'm catching up with my friends. I'm out. We're having dinner, chilling. Then suddenly I get a call again. And they were like, okay.
The same night.
Same night. So this is still evening. Like, kabhi sham ho gayi, hum dinner ke liye bahar chale gaye. Because I thought ki ab to recording pe nahi jana hai, so now I'm free. I don't have anything to do in the evening, so I'm out with my friends for dinner. And I get a call saying, sorry, change of plan again. Now we are doing the song. So can you come to the studio? I said, yes, sure. I said, I'm having dinner. Let me finish and I'll come. So now I've like eaten and all of that. And I'm like, oh my God, kaise gaungi? So I go to the studio and they are still dubbing the guitars.
Right.
And I'm thinking, ये हम कल भी कर सकते थे. Why so urgent? And they were like, no, it's very urgent because the entire album has gone for mixing.
Okay.
ये last edition है तो अभी ये कल सुबह में mix करके कल label को भेजना है गाना.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that's like really cut to cut. Never heard of this. So I go to the studio, guitars dub हो रहे हैं. And meanwhile, I'm walking. If you've seen Vishal Shekhar's old studio, वहाँ पे Bandra
Junction.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm walking on the road. I was like, ठीक है, जब तक ये लोग कर रहे हैं, I'll just take. I'll go for a walk.
Restaurant there. I forgot the name at that junction.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm taking a walk. Finished the walk and I was like, okay, ab ho gaya. Then they were like, nahi, abhi thoda aur time hai. So I again took a walk, like long walk. By the time I reached, it was like 11ish. Now it's almost 2. और अभी गिटार वर्क चल रहा है
रात
रात के 2 बजे.
वही, of course, रात को आप डिनर पे गए थे.
हाँ, तो 2 बजे रात को फिर फाइनली दे वर लाइक ओके वी आर डन विद द गिटार्स, विल डू द वोकल्स नाउ. सो आई गो ऑन द माइक एट 2:30 in the morning and record आसपास है खुदा. And सुबह 4 बजे I head back home. नेक्स्ट डे वो मिक्स होके मास्टर होके गया है लेबल के पास में. एंड दैट वाज द होल स्टोरी कि एक गाना सेम फिल्म का विच वाज नैना लगिया बारिशा, जो कि 1 साल पहले हुआ था और ये गाना 1 रात पहले हुआ था.
करेक्ट. So they already had Rahat
Saab's vocals on it.
It was amazing. रहमान सर हो गया, विशाल शेखर हो गया, सलीम सुलेमान हो गया, मैं आपके लिस्ट के हिसाब से अमित त्रिवेदी भी हो गया. विशाल भारद्वाज is pending. Are you still calling him?
I did meet him at one of the festivals जहाँ पे he was performing and I was performing too. But अभी तक we've not been able to get to
I'm sure it'll happen.
Working in the same studio.
I'm sure it's going to happen.
Yes,
but I wish to highlight one personal favorite of mine, which was part of the Coke Studio thing.
Yes.
And a favorite artist of mine, Karsh Kale.
Yes.
I feel he's so underrated.
I agree.
And you, of course, the first song that I mentioned, Piya To Se, I think it's a traditional.
Yes, it's a bandish.
Right.
Yeah.
And he, all three of you, you, Monali and Shilpa, you were like really, it sounds so beautiful. So this other song that you did with Karsh, which came very recently actually, because the Coke Studio one was old, and this is called Ehsaas, which you did with Karsh.
Yeah.
How's Karsh as a person, a composer?
We all know he's a genius. He's a fabulous artist, and even better human being. You know, he's a lovely person and very comfortable to work with. And we worked on the Coke Studio season 2 together, jahan pe we'd done 2 songs.
Right.
One was called Glorious, jo ki Karsh and I did the song together, and there was another one which had multiple artists.
Correct.
It's called Sharing Skin.
Sharing Skin. Correct.
Yes, and which had Shilpa Rao, Monali Thakur, Apeksha, myself, and Benny. So
Benny is there?
Sorry, not in that song. Benny is there in Glorious, correct. So, yeah. So we did that, but there are 2 more songs that I had done with Karsh for his albums, which were done before the Coke Studio, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I worked with him around, after Marjama, that is. So there's a song called Ma. Okay. Which was a part of one of his albums, I think. Breathing Underwater or something like that. Breathing Underwater.
You sang Breathing Underwater?
Yes, there's a track called Ma.
Okay, I have to tell you the reason why I raised my eyebrows.
Okay.
Breathing Underwater for me features in my top 10 albums of all time.
Oh, wow.
It's got Anushka Shankar on it.
Yes.
It's got a song by Sting.
Yes.
Sea Dreamer. And I rate that album right up there. I will go back definitely and rediscover.
Please do check it out.
Of course, you are on that album. Wow, how does I miss it?
Oh yeah, that happened, and along with it, we'd done another track called Ehsaas, the one that you're talking about, which released much later. Probably he was waiting for the right album to put, combine it with.
Yeah.
So it released much later, but yeah. So those were the 2 tracks which were done much before Coke Studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, so these are, the kind of artists you worked with are, their range is so diverse and their knowledge of the craft is so deep.
Yeah.
It's not very frivolous or frothy at all.
Yeah.
I think you've been really lucky, like I said at the beginning, that,
No, I agree. I've been blessed with the kind of opportunities that life presented in front of me. The people, the kind of artists that I got to work with. And as I mentioned earlier, that I have really been, I've only had like great experiences in terms of working with different people. They've all been very, very encouraging and welcoming and very, very warm,
True.
as human beings, as artists. So I think along with working with these artists, I've also learned a lot from these artists, because every composer, be it Salim Suleiman, Rahman sir, Amit, or Vishal Shekhar, or Sachin Jigar, so whoever I've worked so extensively with, they all have very different style of working.
Yeah.
They all have very different kind of music that they make.
Sachin Jigar used to be in this.
I know. That's exactly what I asked
Actually,
when I
on the
was
same
coming
floor.
up. Yeah. So when I was taking the lift, I asked Nadeem that, aren't Sachin Jigar in the same building? And he's like, yeah, I think we're in the same
Yes.
office.
Correct.
So
Correct.
yeah. So I think they all have different style of music and different way of working, like even Sachin Jigar for that matter. Like I've worked a lot with them, we in fact have a Gujarati song together, which सुबह 6 बजे रिकॉर्ड किया था. Sachin called saying I want to record it in the morning and I was like, listen, I'm not a morning person. मेरी आवाज़ खुलती है 12 बजे के बाद में, but ठीक है. So I chose to not sleep the entire night and then record and then come back home and sleep. So that was that song.
But ऐसा क्यों था? Why did you want to record at 6 a.m.?
I think he was traveling and he wanted to finish
like
the song
that. I thought there was a particular
that day.
aspect of your tonality.
No. So he really wanted to finish it that day and timing match ही नहीं हो पा रही थी. So we decided to do it in the morning. And since you are from Gujarat, you'd know that Gujarati music industry थी ही नहीं.
जी.
In fact, even Gujarati films पिछले कुछ सालों में अब अच्छी गुजराती फिल्में बनने लगी हैं. पहले there was nothing, जो सुगम संगीत होता था उसके अलावा there was no music coming from Gujarat or films coming from Gujarat. So the song that I'm talking about, which I had worked with Sachin Jigar, that was actually one of the first hit Gujarati song after decades.
Okay.
And
what is the name of the song?
The song is called Radha Ne Shyam Mali Jashe. And that song really changed the face of Gujarati music.
Mali Jashe. And pure Gujarati, they said sure.
Sure. Jashe nahi, Jashe. So, yeah, and it's sitting on like some 45-50 million views.
Wow.
Without doing anything.
Organic.
And till date, it's been a couple of years now. I think 2018 में वो गाना हमने किया था. So almost like 5 years now, 5-6 years. And that song, every single day till date, जितना covers and videos and be it dance covers, instrumentals, vocal covers, जो मुझे तुझे भुला दिया के लिए मिलता है या मर जावा के लिए मिलता है, उतना ही मुझे राधा ने श्याम के लिए मिलता है.
Amazing.
So much love that you get for the work is what I believe is the trophy for me.
And did that open up the floodgates in Gujarati as well?
Yes, I've done a lot of Gujarati songs after that actually.
Oh wow.
Not with Shubharam people got to know that I'm a Gujarati because पहले तो शायद लोगों को पता भी नहीं था कि मैं गुजराती हूँ. But with Radha Ne Shyam Mali Jashe, like I became like a household name in Gujarat. So yeah.
I'll tell you something, you're gonna like it even more.
Please tell me.
Because we're all big fans of Rahman sir.
Yes, of course.
I have. So he did this theme song for some Gujarat, state of Gujarat.
Yes. I remember.
And they wanted a bite.
Okay.
His wife is from Kutch.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, his wife is from Kutch. She's Kutchi. So the bite was in Gujarati.
Oh, wow.
It was shooting. So I was prompting you when he had to say it. I was behind the camera prompting. And I have that footage where he says, "Mane bau anand che ke hun Gujarat no jamai chu." And he loves words, if
Yeah.
they come in a particular,
Right.
So, अगर गुजराती में वो कह के जमाई छू,
Huh.
छू means hair.
Huh.
But Jamai Chu, he thought of so he was like fascinated with that. Jamai Chu. So I thought he's always going to
That is so cute, actually.
compose a song saying because he loves catchy words.
Right.
So
right,
we say
right.
hamma.
Yeah.
Always
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that. So
In fact, since we are talking about Rahman sir and this Gujarat angle, which I had no idea about, I recently met him a couple of months ago, and
at the new Andheri place.
yes, the new Andheri
KM,
studio, and I was there, and I thought, kuch to leke jana chahiye, So उस दिन I asked mom, I was like, अभी मैं रहमान सर के लिए क्या ही लेके जाऊँ, obviously, and because I'm a foodie, I feel like, food is it's a language in itself.
Right.
खाने से ज्यादा affection, I don't think किसी चीज से आप express कर सकते हो.
Absolutely.
So things do not matter, I think, but food is an
Sure.
expression. So I thought I'll take some food. So I carried khandvi and some sweets mama had made at home. So I carried that for sir and I gave it to him, and he saw it and he opened. He's like, "Oh, so many gujus around me," because he has a lot of people in his
Hiral.
studio. Hiral also, right? So I did not know that.
His wife.
Yeah. So we had that little funny chat about it. That,
Amazing.
So many good Jews, and he saw the khandvi.
But did he,
But yeah, later Hiral told me that they really enjoyed the khandvi. So it
I'm
was
sure.
good.
I'm sure. He's a foodie too in that sense.
Yeah.
Are you still busy touring? Are you touring a lot these days?
Yes. Now we are heading into the season time,
Correct.
so things are going to start rolling again. We are now that.
You got a brand new management, I believe.
Yes, I have a brand new management, and we are gearing up for the season. And
Do you also do Navratri?
I do Navratris, yes. I do
Okay.
Navratris. Depends on, the venue and,
Yeah, I've
the
seen footage of
availability.
you singing and dancing
Yes,
on
yes,
stage and all
yes. I enjoy it, yes, of course.
that. You have to call us next time we do something.
Of course.
The entire team will come.
Of course, I would love that.
Yes.
I would totally love that.
On that note, Shruti, thank you so much.
Thank you. Such a pleasure
Such a
talking to you.
pleasure.
It was a great chat session.
No, seriously, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
opening
you.
up.
Thank you.